Okay, then welcome back, students. So, in the previous class, we have discussed some topic that is tuple, attribute, cardinality, and degree. Okay, what is tuple? The rows in a relationship. Okay, means this is a table. Okay, this is a table. The rows for the store the data. Okay, or you can say like this, the record. Okay, the rows is called in a relation what tuples, and the columns is called the attribute. Okay, but the number of rows is called what? The number of rows is called cardinality. The number of rows is called cardinality. And the number of column is called the degree. Okay, so in this class we shall start the topic keys. Okay, keys, and keys is very important. The keys is the unique attribute from which we can access the whole table. Okay, so first of all we have to write the definition. What is keys? Okay, so keys is the mainly, so you see in a table there are many records. Okay, there are many rows, many columns. Suppose for example we create a table, suppose school. Okay, in school you see first column contain, there is suppose 50 student. Okay, there is 50 student. There is 50 student. Okay, so in 50 student, suppose the same name student, there is suppose two student whose name is same. Okay, suppose one name is, first roll number name is Ram, also third roll number student is also Ram. Okay, then how you access this? This is the word, this is, you can say, data redundancy. And in the first purpose of database point is what? Database reduces the data redundancy to a large extent. Okay, but you see roll number is different. Okay, roll number is different, and that is the main primary key. Means you can say key. Key is what? Key is a unique features from which we can access whole table. Means in here you see in this table roll number, name or marks or department. Okay, 4 attribute, 4 column. So suppose there is two students whose name, marks and roll number suppose exactly same. Ram 64, some department CSC. Means this whole record is exactly same. But what is different? Different is roll number. Roll number never be same. Like that in sales ID, like that. Which attribute is unique, and that is called the key from which we can access the whole table. Okay, this is the basic concept of keys. Now we have to study the different types of keys, and first type is primary key. First type is primary key. Okay, and this is very important for your exam. Definition is mostly coming in exam. So what is primary key? A primary key is a set of one or more attributes. Attributes means you can say the one or more attributes that can uniquely identify tuples within the relation. Tuples within the relation. So what is the definition? A primary key is a set of one or more attribute. Means in a table there is more than one, maybe more than one primary key. Okay, in some ER diagram, in future you approach this thing. ER means entity relationship diagram. In that table, some big, suppose you know a project, then in that type of table there may be more than one primary key, more than, because for one primary key it is not possible to access whole the table. So in that case we have must be more than one primary key, then you can access the whole table, right? So a primary key is a set of one or more attributes that can uniquely identify tuples. Tuples mean the rows in the relationship, within the relation. Okay, this is the definition of primary key. So when we done the example question part, then you easily understood the main concept is. But this is the thing. And next is candidate key. Candidate key. Candidate keys. Okay. So see, all attribute combinations inside the relation that can serve as primary key all attribute combination inside the relation that can serve as primary key are candidate keys. As they are candidate for the candidates for the primary key position. Primary key position. Okay. So you see, what is the candidate key? Means sometimes difference is also coming in exam. So what is the difference between primary key and candidate key? Then you have to write the definition. Mainly this is that type of questions contain 2 or 3 marks, maximum 3 marks. Okay. So or sometimes ask me what is the difference between primary key and secondary key? Give a suitable example. Then it is be content 3 marks. Then you have to write the definition and you give a example. Example means you have to create a table and show. I show you how it is working. Okay, see. So what is candidate key? All attribute combinations. Okay, combination of attribute inside the relation that can serve as primary key, that is primary key, are candidate keys as they are candidate for the primary key. Means they are the candidate for the primary key. Means that they are the superset of, you can say superset of primary key. Means they are the child of primary key, like that. You can say like that. Okay. Primary key position. Okay. The keys I first write down. After that, I teach you some example. Then you easily understood this thing. Okay. Next is alternate key. A candidate key that is not the primary key is called an alternate key. It's very simple. I show you. That is called an alternate key. Means the key which is not primary key. Okay, that is alternate key. Which is not, this is basic simple definition. The key which is not primary key, that is alternate key. Okay, means the alternation of primary key, you can say like that. And last one is foreign key. That is also important. Very important definition, foreign key. A non-key attribute whose values are derived from the primary key a non-key attribute whose values are derived from the primary key of some other value other table of some other table is known as foreign key in its current table. Means, you see, okay, for foreign key we need two table. Okay, for foreign key you must remember we must have two table, then we can use foreign key. Means for one table this is primary key, and that primary key is the foreign key of another table. That's why its name is foreign key. Foreign means what? The outsider, outsider. Like when we say foreigner means what? Outside of our country. Means foreign means what? This one table primary key and which is foreign key of another table. That's why it is called foreign key. A non-key attribute whose values are derived from the primary key of some other table is known as foreign key in its current table. Means there is two table, that non-key attribute which is primary key for one table and that key is what? Foreign key for another table. Understood? Means number one table, suppose there is a primary key or suppose roll number is a primary key, you can say like that. But the both table must be interconnected. You just remember, the both table must be interconnected. Suppose one table is for student and one table is for school. Like that. So student attribute is what? Name, roll number, address coming, and for school attribute you can say what? You can say department, marks, teachers, something like that. But the student's roll number is common for both table. Okay, got it? Means the roll number is primary key for number one table and that primary key is foreign key for this school table. Understood? This is the concept. Okay, so the key is completed. And next topic is actually the relational algebra. Okay, but relational algebra is deleted for this session. Means, you know, your syllabus will be deducted for COVID-19 by the council, and in the deducted topic, the relational algebra is enter. Okay, means the relational algebra Cartesian product union that is deleted for this time, for this session, for your session means, okay, this final session. So I not teach you relational algebra because this topic is already deleted for your from your syllabus from for this academic batch. So chapter 1 of the database is completed. Now we have going to chapter 2, means SQL server, structured query language. Okay, so first chapter is database. There is 2 chapter for database. First chapter is completed. Okay, okay. Then we go to the second chapter. So before going to the second chapter, we done some example. Okay, we done some example. I show you. But before going to the second chapter, we done some example. Okay, I show you how primary key, candidate key is defined. I show you. So I write a question, give a suitable example of a table with sample data and illustrate primary and candidate key in it. Means what? Define. Or is give a suitable example of a table, means we have to create a table with sample data and illustrate primary candidate key in it. Okay, you see. Now we write solution. Because we take a table, suppose class 12. Okay, this is a table. You see, 1, 2, 3, 4 attribute. Okay, here is the 4 attribute. 1, 2, 3, 4 attribute. So first one is administration number, means admission number. Second one is roll number, name, and last is marks. Okay. So there is 6 students. Okay. First admission number 1011, roll number 1. Any name you can take. Suppose Ram, and marks is 85. 10122. Suppose Sita, 89. There is 151016. 3, 4, 5, 6, and suppose Jadav Basu, Pia, and Rita. Okay. 91, 95, 99, and 67. Like that. We can just take some sample data. Okay. With sample data means any data. So we create a table. Now we can illustrate from that table what is primary key and what is candidate key. So first we write primary key. Now what is primary key? I already told primary key is what? Uniquely identifies. Primary key is uniquely identifies. Okay. So primary key is basically what? Roll number. You can write primary key is roll number. And what is candidate key? Candidate key is also, you can say, the superset of combination of attribute and is the superset of primary key. Means candidate key is there is two key, admission number and roll number. And what is alternate key? Alternate key is not mentioned in questions, but I write down. Alternate key is what? Admission number. Means alternation of primary key. And basically what you understood? The primary key and alternate key combination is called candidate key. You got it? Means primary key and alternate key both combination will be called candidate key. Okay? Again we okay. Again we done on last example. Suppose find the primary key and candidate key from the following table. Okay. Find the primary key and candidate from the following table. Suppose this is a table. Okay. Just three attribute. Table name is item. Item number, item and quantity. So there is item number. Item is what? Pen, CD, DVD, floppy. And quantity is 560, 340, 540. Now what is the primary key of this? Primary key is definitely item number. Primary key is definitely item number. But what is candidate key? What is candidate key? Primary key is definitely item number. But what is candidate key? Candidate key is a combination of primary key and alternate key. So what is the alternate key? Alternate key is not the primary key. Means this item is alternate key. This item is alternate key. Understood? This item is alternate key because in here you say quantity may be same. Suppose in here pen is 560, also suppose CD is also 560, maybe. Okay, but this item name is not same. Pen is never be write like CD or CD is never write like pen. Item name is never be same and item number is never be same. But quantity may be same or may not be. That's why quantity never be key. Key must be either item number is must be key, that is primary key, but item is key. But quantity never be a key. Okay, so item is alternate key, means that why item number and item both will be candidate key. Both will be candidate key. Means primary key is this item number and candidate key is item number and item. Quantity never be a key. Okay, because quantity may be same. Okay, there is a key concept. Okay, so okay, or there is some also table example in book, you study by yourself. I just give you a concept. Okay, and if you any doubt regarding this, you can ask me. So this class is enough for this. So next class we shall start the next chapter, structured query language. Okay, so thank you.